It's easy to get started. First, you just go to a station webpage, go to Listen Live, and immediately the player launches. The first thing you see is a video pre-roll with a synchronized banner. And just as easy as it was to go to the player, I could go to any web page from the player, whether an advertiser's site, content information, or in this particular example, the 1010 Wins weather page. I then go back to the player, where by clicking on the station guide, I can navigate any station that's part of the CBS Radio digital network. I immediately see a number of news stations, and I could go to any news station from the player. In this case, I go to BBM AM in Chicago, and the first thing that I also see is a new synchronized ad, in this case, the Escalade Hybrid, and in the middle of the page, something that we call an integrated content slide, which is a visual manifestation of what you're listening to. I could go to any sports station in the network. I could go to The Score in Chicago and listen to some of our great sports stats and great sports talk from any of our other sports radio stations around the country. And just by going back to the station guide, I could listen to any music station. I want to explore Los Angeles and listen to the world-famous K-Rock. And when I get to K-Rock, I see a whole new array of features and applications that I don't see on any other over-the-air music station that streams online. I could buy music through iTunes and Amazon. I could link to any artist's webpage. I could go ahead and rate songs that I'm listening to. I could share the station with my friends via email or via AIM. I could see the play history of any radio station's playlist simply by going ahead and clicking on Recently Played. The tool does an amazing amount of functionality and features that don't happen on any other streaming radio player. I could also explore internet-only radio stations like you see in the upper right-hand banner with WNEW, one of the great radio stations of our past that's now come to life online and features all the terrific imaging, sweepers, archives, podcasts, performances, and interviews with some of the legendary rock performers of all time. Any radio station, from classical to jazz to talk to news to sports to country, are easily navigable within one player and virtually gives you an unlimited choice of over-the-air radio stations or internet-only radio stations. But for those people who want a deeper, more personalized experience, we also give you the ability to create easily, with just typing in the name of an artist, your own radio station. In this example, I type in Bruce Springsteen, and immediately the player creates a Bruce Springsteen radio station with a whole new array of features and advertising opportunities. I could skip to the next song. I could go ahead and buy. I could share it with my friends. And I see a whole number of new integrated ad options that only exist as part of the CBS Radio digital network. You also see a new brand called Play.it. Play.it is the first visual tool that allows anyone to create their own radio station. It's incredibly fun, powerful, addicting, and amazingly easy to use. Just start by typing in the name of your radio station, in this case, Dave's Tunes. I then start by typing in an artist, and the closer I drag that artist to the center of the platform, the more influence that artist has over the playlist. On my right, I see a different amount of functionality, recommended artists, archives, great interviews, promotions, imaging, a number of things that could be easily accessed to create a truly dynamic station that's never before existed in any other radio service. I go ahead and grab additional artists, whether it's by album or whether by song. I drag them to the middle of the platform or around the platform to truly create influences for my station. I then have the ability to ensure that certain artists don't play on my radio station. In this particular case, we'll go ahead and ban the Eagles from ever playing in our radio station because I've decided as part of Dave's Tunes that I just don't want the Eagles to come to life on my radio station. It's incredibly easy to use, amazingly fun. You just go ahead and click publish. It automatically publishes the station. I then describe the station. I could ask my friends to collaborate with me on the radio station. I could share it via AIM, via email, via Facebook, via MySpace, or via any social networking service. And I immediately have an incredibly powerful, robust, dynamic radio station that comes to life in an amazing amount of ways. The CBS Radio Digital Network is the most powerful platform on the web to listen to over-the-air and internet-only stations, and for those who want a more personalized experience, the only service that allows you to create and share your own radio station.